Welcome to the Gold Coast. Well, golden in one sense. Not the Gold Coast that the real world we live in. No. It's not like we're suddenly switching gears and turning into an African project or something. Though, absolutely, there is some fascinating stuff going on there, and the more you learn about it, the more charmed you get. But anyway, what we're dealing with today is the Gold Coast of Middle-earth, which features Rhûn this time, and we have a lovely coastline stretching throughout the Rhûnic Sea and up the river running, and it's going closer, creeping closer and closer to Dale. But not doing so quite quickly enough for my liking, and so I announced a plan. The plan for this and the episodes to come, because there might be more than one, is the creation of the loveliest golden little army you have ever seen. The troops currently trained and those that will be joining us will simply be put to the task of getting on a boat,
How may I serve?
such as this one captained by Yurk, and head up the river running to strike at Esgaroth, Dale, and Erebor, the strongholds of our foes. Currently, we're having them under a little bit of a watery siege, so we can be pretty sure that they don't really have much capacity to contest our plan. All the same, it is that much more vital that we get underway before they start producing a navy. So, within the next few turns, troops will be trained, resources will be pulled together, and the demise of our enemy's capital will come about. Meanwhile, we will be continuing to develop the regions recently captured, and of course pushing on in the extremities of Dale's mighty realm. Mirkwood shall no longer be the realm of dwarves, or goblins, or Dardians. No. We are... or elves, for that matter. The dragon shall go have a picnic. But in order to accomplish all of this, it seems that we must end the turn and see what happens. But before we do that, a little peek north, because, yeah, we have another little bit of extremity to chop off the Dwarven realm. This is a lovely stronghold, and it will be a wonderful stopgap where we can sort of just hold the dwarves indefinitely. That's the thinking, anyway. Mireron, or however your roticity goes. You are about to get burned. Not too many troops here. Some defenders, some light troops, and then some King's Warriors. These are, of course, a little nasty, but as long as we can tie them up in melee with, say, the Privateer Axeman, I do not see reason to worry. Let us be upon them.
Not one of us shall fail to keep all in.
It is our first look at a Dwarven fortress, and so let us behold. This mighty fortress will be, slightly difficult to deal with, but we'll just have to do our best. We have the siege equipment needed, and we will put it in various locations. So we have these guys. You know what? It would be awfully nice to have these on the other side of the field, over on this side of things. People such as these, yeah, let's put them over there. Some ladders over here and here. We might as well use them right off the bat. Do we have another ram somewhere? Did we only make one ram? Well, if that be the case, we will use our ladders with joy. Now this isn't a tower. This isn't a tower. This isn't a tower. They have towers at the gates. That's not a tower. That is the tower. That's a tower. That's a tower. So yeah. Let's bring it. This is where we will be. Crossbows. There'll be a team. You know what? Let's bring you in from over here. Yeah, so we'll have these fellas. There'll be team 3, and will there be people to help them? Maybe. We'll put our general over here. Just to tell them that, yeah, we do mean to come in this way, don't we? But a lot of our infantry will be coming in over here. So, this here, yeah, that's going to be a team. That's going to be a team. And that's going to be a team. Goody. We have a plan. Execute. Oh, but our ladders are even useless, it seems. They can't be used on the fortress walls. Well, that's a bit of a stinker, isn't it? So the only thing we can do... What? The only thing we can do is try to get our ram to go through their gate, and that's it. Well, that's a little cheeky, isn't it? I guess that's what these things are for. Okay, then. Right. You know, interestingly, it seems that they have a lot of troops over here in this region, so I'm tempted to just call the ram this way. Okay, you guys, drop your things. You guys, drop your things. Team 2, come over here. All cavalry. Join up over here. No, actually, archer cavalry, just come this way. You'll just be over here and you'll just distract them. Good little boys. And if they intend to just stay in here, I would be delighted. Yeah, let's just shoot at them. And Rhûn hunters, you can also come this way. They're coming out the gates. Brilliant. Infantry, march up along with the ram. Just to take some of the fire away from it. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Well, they're just YOLOing straight out the gate, and I guess I'm pretty impressed by that. That's the kind of gumption that will win you a war. But actually no, it probably isn't. Okay. So axe throwers, laborers, defenders, and here are the warriors, ready to go to town. So that's where you go. That's where you go. You guys go that way. And Rhûn hunters, just keep them on their toes. Alright. Ram, cease moving. Crossbows. If you would.
Victory is well within
Okay,
our
we're
grasp.
going for the ram.
In time, our
Flag
foe
him.
will surely see this and lose heart.
Interrupt. Give them all you have. Just drop it and fight them, I guess. We can always pick it up with another unit. All we need to make sure is that this ram stays intact. I don't know if the firebombs can actually damage the ram. No idea. But guess we'll see.
Behold our
Aha!
worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a
Oh,
winning cowardly enemy general.
we're making it in.
Captured, they have taken the walls. This time we captured this
That's
place.
great. Thank you, Gambrim, for doing your service so admirably. And how are we doing here? Oh, some axe throwers have joined the fight, but the King's warriors are feeling a bit down on it. So that's good. Let's bring in the cavalry. Alright then. Let's grab hold of the ram in case, but we're in, baby.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Doctor and bodyguard joining as well. Well, I mean, we've taken on most of their forces so far, and we've done so very, very successfully. This is a triumph by any by any measure. Can you charge into those 3 King's warriors there? That'd be nice. Then you guys can just come around here and haul yourselves at the axe throwers. And they run away. Good. Alright then. Here, defenders getting smackarooned. Yeah, just give them a little charge, see if they run. My estimate is...
This general was bolder than
Oh
Augusta
no.
and allowed himself to be slain in battle.
He got killed by a tower, didn't he? Rhûn. I'm sorry, Rhûn. Well, we'll just have to manage without him. Hurl things at them. No, I'm mad. They're gonna feel my madness.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Ha 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 ha. Good. It really is a terror weapon, these grenades, because it gives such a hit to morale that the enemy is essentially they just have to give up. So that's actually really effective on a siege, because you really want you really want your enemy to run away at the gate. That's really the main thing.
Great victories are like sweet nectar. Come, let us
A very
drink
strong
from the most
victory,
rare and
if not for the
glorious
fact
fruit.
that our general happened to die. Let's see how we cope.
These lands are ours.
Well, coming in. Sorry, just swallowing a biscuit. It's realistic to keep this place and maintain it without general presence, which is good. That's good. That's the most important thing. Sorry, Rhûn. I wanted you to go on, but
I'll rip off your head and spit on your neck.
the great dragon above had different plans, it seems, and so we must all adapt to the designs of our greater sires.
The sun sets on today's
What do we have here for guilds, actually? There's armourer, which is great, because it means we can upgrade some armour, perhaps. But how about the more fluffy bits? No apparent guilds. Okay. But we have... Ooh, look like him already. Good. So we will upgrade all the culture, and then we will build the stables, and the upgrade, and then the high palace, and life will be good. Life will be very enjoyable indeed.
orders.
So, that's basically it for now. Let us, or should we attack Goldingvar? Ooh, marveled. You know what? I am tempted. I'm very tempted. But this kind of stronghold is really, really powerful. You know, as opposed to the Dwarven one, where they have basically 4 towers, or 5, that Tower of Castle has like 18 towers or something. Quite mad. So your casualties are going to be through the roof.
How may I serve?
Essentially. And I would rather siege them, I'm sorry. And so our real estate agents have reached Minas Morgul, a fascinating location with a unique atmosphere of spiritualism and general shall we say uncomplicated flora and fauna. Yes, that is essentially what it is. Not the most attractive living location in living memory, but maybe it beats the whole living in the shadow of a volcano thing. Yeah, I mean, generally Mordor is not the most attractive real estate in the world from a sort of well-being perspective, though of course it does have industrial advantages. It must be said, it must be said. And, I mean, if your rivers are already poisoned by years of evil, then surely a little bit of industry could not poison them anymore. So, these are all considerations worth having when investing in further infrastructure.
Remove. The sun sets on today's journey. How may I serve? Order.
These fellas, you know where they're going? They're going to Santa Nui.
March. We rest here until dawn.
Wonderful. Okay, so we have some town upgrades, which is good. We like that. Buramenadikis, you will be on the docket. Lest... Oh, good news, good news. So... growth is no longer really the same priority as it once it was. And then Dark Shrine, the Polite Bureau. Well, we could also get a Dark Temple. Would certainly be nice. Some Bodage Marines. Lovely. Electaria. More of the Marines, please. Oh, and troops to be sent other places. Yes,
How
indeed.
may I serve? Orders.
Here's what I'm thinking. You can go over there, Yorick, and yeah, just remove that window.
How may I serve?
Thank you. Or stroll, I suppose it is.
Our wind shall be fair.
We can send them over to Strondust.
Camel, now we must rest. The wind shall return tomorrow.
How may I serve? We march. Orders. We march. The sun sets on today's journey.
More troops for training in Santanui. Yay! Alright then. Plenty of good stuff. Plenty of good stuff. Way station in Electaria. Okay. Might be situationally useful, but... meh. It is of less importance than the growth buildings currently being commissioned in Karasant. And then we have Sant Anui itself, of course. With the new barracks comes more recruitment and renewed vigor. Lovely
How
to
may
see
I
some
serve?
Studiot chariots. Okay. Farfest. Yeah, you got that. Okay, good. Ooh, trade buildings. Das Gurum. Yes, lovely. Lovely to see this place flourish. As of course it deserves to. Yes. Grand Stables of Baradur. Lovely, lovely. Warburg gets regular old stables. And let us also upgrade it when we have the opportunity. And look who's coming. A Dalian army. Holgir, you come one step closer and I will swat you like a Northman fly. Alright, Burkaupis. I feel like the name of the game here will be military expansion. So we're going to go for those things that allow this particular avenue. Yeah. So that we can retrain the troops already there and foster in a new recruitment center along the river running. Rhûn and Dark Shrine, please. Hello, Orn. You seem to be lost, my fellow. But since you apparently have little incentive to go elsewhere,
How may I serve? Orders.
let me then
Orders. How may I serve?
guide you.
We move. We shall end this
Orn.
day in triumph.
Prepare to be gone.
Most of us will see the sun.
Maybe a general will come.
But the
You join us on the field as our wonderful soldiers march. And look at them go. Now, the object of this battle is to win it with as few casualties as possible, which is not too surprising, I suppose, for anyone who's been watching my channel so far. But what we also wish to do, if absolutely possible, would be to acquire a general. So we're hoping for a man of the hour style thing. It's very possible that this objective makes our decision to bring basically all of our army unwise, since there's a tendency for man of the hour scenarios to be all the more frequent the greater imbalance in favor of your foe you face. But what can I say? I still want to win with as few casualties as possible. Yeah. Crossbows, just do something about those guys over there. I have you guys, you can move forward a little bit. Actually, all of you can move forward a little bit. It'll help our crossbows do their good work. Oh, look at the laborers suffering underneath our hailstorm. Oh, nice one! Get a fire going! This is when our crossbows might no longer be as efficient as before.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Okay, looking at Rim charging in, and the King's Axes get a little bit of a slap in the face. Good. Okay. Well, they're made of harder stuff, so they're not fleeing just yet. But let's give them another one and see how they feel. Let's also bring the shooting from our crossbows to a bit of a halt. Come on. Yes, the axes are running. And, now the Matics are doing... Okay. Well, if you decide to strike out on your own, you know what happens. You get shot. And bombarded and all those lovely things. You see, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. There we go. Everybody, charge. Rout them. This is it.
Our enemy flees before us like a hare.
Kaput. Beautiful stuff.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Orn,
Come, let
Gorn.
us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
Crossbowmen, 63 casualties. Very good stuff. Rhûn Raiders, 57. Truly, it pays. to be on the shooting end of things. Though the inner rim have also done decently. And the Dragon Riders, yeah, good ones, good ones. RIIIIIGHT Marines, yeah. On the whole, I am impressed. Goodbye, dear dwarves, goodbye. Ah, Gurvot.
Orders,
So,
orders.
who is this man I've just let in? He's lazy but dutiful, gregarious, member of the Balkoth clan, and generally speaking loyal, you know. Okay.
Orders.
Well, get in there and start making life better for you and everybody around. Lovely. So we got ourselves a general after all.
Orders. We march. How may I serve? As you will. Orders.
And with some additional marines over here, we can begin to feel a bit safer about the fate of Condor.
Spit on your neck.
Will they
I'm only here to
with one
fight
ram,
for
they're
you.
unlikely to attack. I'm going to put it like that. But of course, if they do, we are at least quite a bit more ready than before. Brand is moving north. Okay. We will have to see what his raison d'être is these days. Time will tell.
How may I serve?
Ah yes, lovely fellows,
Orders.
moving this way.
We march. Forming up together. How may I serve? Orders. Orders.
Coming up to Dorlingvad.
Smite this foe. How may
We
I
will
serve?
smite this
We
foe.
shall end this day in triumph.
Indeed we will. Much triumph, much ending. And Firdaus. Yes.
As you
To
will.
Logarth you go.
We rest here until dawn.
Vildur,
How
your
may I serve?
mercenaries are also very
We
welcome.
move. The sun sets on today's journey.
Because those sharpened sticks are looking very, very sharp indeed.
We rest here until
We
dawn.
could go here, but you know, we could also send them to
The sun
Strondos.
sets on today's
Yeah, let's
journey.
go Strondos with those. Lovely.
Orders.
No current orders. No current orders. Life is good. Life is fine. Baby, let me know you're mine. And with the Dark Shrine in Maranon, we will be well on our way to restoring order. In every sense of the word.
How may I serve?
And we should also
Orders.
certainly be sending these lovely fellows north. To Strondos you go.
As you will. We rest here until dawn.
Military gathering point as
How may I
that it
serve?
is. Actually, yeah, let's also bring out these, but they can get there a bit sooner. I've changed my mind. You ought to head toward Strondos as well. There'll be friends over there.
Orders.
You will be so happy. So happy you went on a little excursion. Turn 105 then? Yes, turn 105.
Hide our forces well. Orders.
More folks for retraining
will.
here and there. And Roborg comes under threat.
I will only address you in battle.
Oh dear. Well, I think we can take them, don't you? It's just a couple of elves and some archers and some billmen. Surely they cannot stand up to proper Rhûnic soldiers.
How may I serve? We march. The sun sets on today's journey.
Oh, look at this. More troops. But
How may I
these will
serve?
now go to Saint-Anouilh.
We march.
Because, well, eventually, the goal is that they be retrained.
How may I serve? may I serve? We march. We rest here.
We
until
are
dawn.
quickly attaining a level of military capacity in the Rhûn region of Strondost that will allow us to put together a full banner stack.
How may I serve?
I think with these 3, and perhaps Dara as well,
Orders.
and these 2, yeah, you know, it's looking up, it's looking up. So the Dalian attack force is coming together.
Orders. We move. Orders. We march.
Let's see. So. Bur Imanarikis. Yeah, you're building that wall section. It's good, it's good. Big of an Arion, you have a project. Lest. You build the city, and after that, maybe we'll just, maybe we'll build an archery range, and a grand stables, and stuff like that. So that you can contribute to the war effort. But after that, we'll put you back on the growth train in terms of financial sustainability and all that. Ilanin. You're training your Loknarim, and I am quite pleased about it. Then there's Dorthadu. Infrastructure, please. Moranon. Dark Temple, please.
How may I serve? We move.
All things lovely coming to our shores and fortresses.
We march. Yes, how may I serve? As you will.
Orders.
Yes, the army shall gather at Strondost.
An honor to serve.
Or shall we
Yes,
take
noble
Zal
master.
out of Mordatel? Actually, yeah, he should see
Noble
some action, shouldn't he?
We move at first
It
light.
represents a political loss for the region, but one that we must bear with pride. Because Zal is about to make strides toward
Tomorrow's journey away.
the real prize. And Arash could also be useful in this sense. So maybe we should actually build 2 armies. Yes, yes, 2 armies seems sensible. So, yeah.
Noble one.
Arash.
An honor to serve.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Zal will be going first. His aim is to take over Esgaroth. Then Arash will come and take Dale. And then, by combined force of arms, their forces will march on Erebor. And it will be a sight to see.
We march.
I'll rip off your head and spit down your neck.
Orders. How may I serve?
Shall we, burst this little bubble over here? You know what?
Orders.
I think we shall.
Rip off your
These
head and
dwarves are
spit
no
down your
longer
neck.
fit for
How
anything.
may I serve? We will smite these
Telkar, you have some king's shields that are worth worrying about. Not much else. Begone!
We have chosen the time and place. Now let us choose triumph.
Today is a simple day. We shall lead them away with our cavalry. And then we will come in from behind with our firebombing. Alright then. It seems that Our crossbowmen are actually... Oh, they're coming in from over here. Okay. So. Alright. Then we will pull slightly this way. Our cavalry will just follow along. Our dear Marines will be ready to lob things at the unsuspecting mob. Goodbye, King's Warriors. Then there are the King's Shields over there. They really need a rough round. Give him one. Yes. Another. Crossbows. Start shooting. Alright. Battle has been joined. So far so good. 22% of them are gone. Now we will have to make it everybody. There's no room for error with these dwarves.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. We must carry the wind of battle.
Charge the
We
shield.
will taste ashes instead of victory.
Shields of the king in the back. Da 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 da. Yes.
For the moment, the fickle smile of foe
Okay,
enemy are
don't stay
badly
there,
bloodied.
because
Lost
it will
half
hurt
their men.
quite badly. Labourers running away. We must capitalize.
Forward.
72% of all dwarves have left the field. Again, we have the advantage. We have the initiative. We will triumph. Okay. That was not a successful charge. I'm sorry, guys. One must call a spade here.
We have cut off the serpent's head.
Ah, that's
The
good.
general is slain. Let's see how
If
these
nothing
snakes
else,
fight
that was
without their
an
head.
accomplishment worth celebrating, because those King's Shields are going to be a bit less steadfast in their defense now. Haha! Good job.
Our enemy flees before us
Everybody
like a herd of
runs.
goats.
And
Drive
is
them
run
from the battle.
down as a consequence. Alright, well, tally-ho. The battle is over, essentially. So, I'll see you on the campaign map. Goodbye, dwarves. Ah,
We rest
Lovely.
here until dawn.
a little
Yes.
general man coming along to give a helping hand in the administration of the regional extremities of our realm. That is, of course, very hopeful indeed. We could use such a fellow in Bordercalpis. So perhaps that is where he should go. Condorman. No offense to Condorman, but I do not believe it is where our future fortunes shall be forged. No. Bordercalpis is much more regionally significant.
How may I serve? Orders. How may I serve? Orders. As you will. How may I serve?
How is the culture here in the land? And oh, it's excellent. So, Ila, out there with you.
It will be
Because
an honor
apparently we will have to keep an eye
meeting
on
you.
this bloody guy. Skald. Hello. Well, it's good to know that he's there.
I respect you.
Let's see if he
my
attacks
enemy.
this fort. I would be delighted if he were to do that. What a wonderful fortification that is. Okay, speaking of fortifications and lack thereof, Rauburg must stand up to Holger.
RIIIIIGHT.
Now this could actually go either way. So I'll see you on the field and let's try to have the loveliest day, shall we?
We shall end this day in triumph.
Yes, you heard him. So we ride out to meet our foes. Let's put it at times 2 speed, eh? The Dragon Riders are the first. Because of course, our dear leader for today, a lowly captain, commoner of the folk, if you will, well, he will be the one leading the charge, and he leads from the front, as indeed is good for a man of his station. But he will not ride alone. We have some of our most experienced and some of our least experienced Rhûn raiders riding alongside him. And together, all these mounted magnificences. Yes, together they will mount, shall we say, a stirring defense of this town. We shall take the fight to them and spare the town itself all the carnage that battle would cause. We have tactical flexibility where they have tactical inferiority. Though we must look out for these guys because their javelins can be really nasty. And they can throw them at surprising distances. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring the less experienced raiders over this way so that they might help us take on the billmen. Aha. What is this? Longbowmen running to meet us. Well, let's reciprocate this beautiful gesture. Ha 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 ha. Oh, yeah. Apparently they don't like it very much. I'm sorry. I do try to be likable in most, in you know, most senses of the word. Guardian Swordman coming along. Well, we might just be able to rout these longbowmen, but no, apparently not. I'll take another charge to do that, but don't worry, we'll be on it. Okay. So far, I'll be happy to have these Rhûn Raiders just get a bit of target practice in with the billmen, but apparently the elves have different plans, so we must act accordingly. Dragon Riders, seems to me that your most opportune target is going to be the swordsman over there. Stay away from the Javelineers, my friends. Stay away from the Javelineers. Or else that happens. You see, one of your brothers got caught by a javelin. We won't have that. Alright, Dragon Riders, just keep the swordsmen away. We'll take out their archers. Lovely. Then we shoot their swordsmen a little bit. Just generally walk in that direction. You shoot the billman? Yes, it's what I want you to do. Oh, and you're gaining some experience from it. Excellent news, excellent news. Shower them with, well, something nasty. So, the billman is actually the general's unit, which means we have an opportunity that we must leverage successfully. Good work. Now shoot the javelineers a little bit. Okay, the swordsmen are not completely out of the fight, but you know, every little bit helps. Keep shooting the billman.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
They will, eventually. Now the wardens are the far more tricky ones to handle in melee, so if we can shoot a lot of them, that would be great. They are decent counter-cavalry units, you see. So charging down the swordsman would be great, and here we go, yes, good, very good. And the woodland wardens are basically whittled down to 1/10 of their strength. It's good to see. Now the billmen over here are now relatively intact, so we'll save a few arrows for them.
Moment, the fickle smile of fortune
But now
shines
I
upon
think
us. Pray this is
a viable
portent of
tactic will be
victory.
to disrupt their rivermen. Ha 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 ha! And yes, they run. Then go the wardens. Good. Shoot the billman a bit. Actually, you guys run down those rivermen. Wonderful. Harvesting a little bit of experience, you see. And what else might we do? Well, we'll keep it shooting. Keep on shooting. Keep on shooting. For a little bit. I think it's about time we just smash all our units down the throats of those billmen. Da 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 da! That should do the
They run
trick.
like children. Scour them from the field.
Lost a couple of
This
troops
is
there
a most
at the end, but
crushing victory. Your name
very, very good, very good.
And our foes in sand.
Yeah, certainly a strong victory. Rhûn Raiders, 306 casualties. Goodness, they are good. They are good against these early tier troops. They just are. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anything more to say. Off they go. Off they go. Retrain our troops again.
Orders. How may I serve?
And we'll send these fellows to Karbalad, maybe? Where might we retrain them? Viltor? No. Mordadel? No. Bordermanarchus? Yes. Okay, Bordermanarchus it is then. Unless Santanui? Yes. Okay, Santanui then. Good, good. Good, good, good.
How may I serve? We move. We rest here until dawn. Orders. How may I serve?
Excellent then. The plan is coming together. Now, next on our list of places to buy could very well be $1. So let's just put in a probe. Oh, they've already bankrupted themselves again. Your fiscal irresponsibility knows no bounds, does it? Anyway, I would like to purchase $1 for 50,000. Nah, no. We can do better. 32,000. Okay, we could do that. Okay. Good. We've been probing the waters successfully. Let us put our folks over there because we need them in range of the place, obviously. That's the first thing. We'll probably receive a few orcs from them, but
Is that what you want?
you know, the mercenary orcs. The orcish hordes of Rhûn. But we should take no chances because, of course, it's no use buying a place if it just ends up being completely revolted by our presence, so to speak. You say it? You say it? Yes, you will be joining in with Lucan Morgus. And together you will be instrumental in smacking down the enemy. Now, this Dorwinian army, at some point we also want to take that out. We really do. Just have to bide our time a little bit. But troop recruitment in this land is becoming more and more of a thing, so we will undeniably put together an army for that purpose as well. Just, you know, everything takes time.
Yes, noble master.
And for now, it'll be time for turn 106. You bandit! Skald! Okay, so you come with armor-piercing archers galore and good draughts, marksmen, swordsmen, privateer cavalry. I do not like this Skald. No. So we're going to try to enter battle and run away. Let's see how well it goes. So we go into a fort, and that's okay. We can live with that. We still have Skald confined to the place where we can handle him. Oh, and we have another contender at Borgobis. Okay. Well. Good that capacity at that place is ramping up as we speak to deal with exactly such little excursions. I assure you, our esteemed faction heir will be most happy to deal with him. Oh, a ring kept in airport. Well. Consider me intrigued, because we have contingencies coming into place to deal with exactly such an event. This means, Arash, we're gonna need you. We need our most competent commander in the field, or perhaps we should even, given that this is how it is, we should even bring Kanmukalku into the picture. Perhaps. Maybe. Though he's not the great commander that we might want him to be.
An honored
Okay. Sal, you will take over at Saint-Louis,
How may I serve?
and then we'll get Erash to go this way.
We move at first
We
light.
expedite everything a tiny bit,
Orders.
but if we put all this together, all this might that will make right, then I think we
How
can
may I serve?
definitely pull off
How may I serve?
some daring
We march.
feats
The sun sets on today's journey.
of dastardly militarism. Daring feats of dastardly militarism. Yes. Here, Matakin, economics rule the day. Enmador, similar story. Strandos, fine, the Burga. Yeah, you're building a city upgrade. It's good. Mornatel. Just keep building. Just keep building. And a militia garrison will eventually also sort out a few problems, a few wrinkles in the system. Carvarad. Let's get those golden boys rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Congratulations on your practice range, Skald. Yeah, let's just continue on the current path with the Warlord's Hall and stuff like that. The roads will be of very great use later on. But for now, we are intent on making this a large town, and so it will continue as planned. Logarth, congratulations on your latest addition. Now it is time to make this place a military powerhouse. And the Bur South is where do we have that? Oh yeah. There we go. You need growth, growth, growth. And then security, I guess. Yeah. Hello, Torwell.
How may I serve? Joining the ranks.
Eventually, the defenders of Dorlingvar will be whittled down to such an extent,
We close for battle.
and the fight be so one-sided that we can just auto-resolve our way in there, and thus avoid dealing with the towers.
Orders. We march.
Wonderful. Polite Bureau, you're training anything? Not yet. There'll be a couple of turns. Victoria, you'll get on with it too, eventually.
How may I serve?
But
The sun sets on today's
it'll just
journey.
take a little while. Similar over here in Big of an Adrian, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Soon the archers will be available.
Orders. We march. We rest here until dawn.
Virairon. Retrain those for armor and weapons that you can. Condoven, you need to build. We want you to grow, so build accordingly. And Batuben, yes, let's get you.
Yes, noble master.
Yeah, we don't need you in Condoven, really. We don't.
How may I serve?
So, Where could we retrain our marines? Well, Borbalin might not be a terrible option, but really,
Orders. How may I see you move?
At once. Tomorrow
it will all go with Batuban.
we move at first light.
Because Borgalpis is probably the best bet. As soon as we get a shipwright in there, we will have them. So guard barracks, archery range, grand stables, in that order, should see us bring all of our dreams to reality.
I am here only to fight.
This
thee,
army is
not
not
to banter.
worthy. We could take it out right now. But why not wait for the retraining of these lovely lads?
Let us settle
Then we'll see what
matters on
Skald
the
decides to
field of
do, if he
battle.
wants to join
I
Borgalpis,
respect you,
the
my
siege
enemy.
of, you know, or if he wants to go out on his own and attack either this fort over here or this fort over there.
It will be an honor
He's got the options.
defeating you.
Let's see what he do with them. What he will do with them.
How may I
Hmm.
serve? We move. The sun sets on today's journey.
Now, we have a real estate purchase to make. Orchestra lad. There we go.
Friends,
We will purchase it for 30,000, shall we say? Since you're bankrupt. You know what, we'll add 99 extra. How about that?
your plans, your time was most.
How may I
And
serve?
it's good that we had troops on hand, because otherwise they wouldn't have liked us very much. That's recouping a little bit of the financials, and with all that put together, we're still profitable. Jesus crisp. Okay. Well, isn't she lovely, my friends? Isn't she wonderful? And then we get a few towers down here as well. It's good. It's good to see. Next target, I suppose, should be Morgost. Or Minas Morgul itself. Yeah, I'm partial to Minas Morgul. Let's have these Nazgul live a little, you know? When they have the option of just respawning at Barad-dûr or Minas Morgul. I don't know if they still can respawn at Minas Morgul, but we'll see. But in either of those places, surely they must play their life out as if it matters so little. We want them to live their lives to the full, and that means being aware of death. So, let's do them that favor.
An honor to serve. At once. Setting a watch here. We move at
And,
first light.
yeah, let's have another turn. Dale does what the AI occasionally just buggers itself into, which is besieging. Having two armies converging upon a settlement, you think, oh, okay, they're going to besiege it together and it will be a formidable foe. Well, they besiege it with the lesser of the two, and the larger of the two then moves for other settlements. This is, of course, a strategic blunder of the highest order. As I will very soon demonstrate.
We will engage
Because look
them
at this.
honorably.
This is not an army that can challenge what sits inside this settlement. It is ridiculous to even contemplate. So,
My ears.
hello, Ilach, or as I almost called you, Eric Idle. Let's see. Have a look at this
Was
army.
that your best shot?
It is not a terribly good army. If it were to attack the fort, there would actually be a slim chance of us winning, and that is saying something.
As you will.
For Graham, how are we doing? Well, they've emptied most of their forces
Be
out of it,
gone.
so Mulkalgu could feasibly do some very nasty things to them, were he to choose to do so. We need a balloon radius restrained. We're gonna do it in Saint Louis.
We march. We rest here until dawn.
Okay.
How may I serve? Orders.
Noble one,
Let's stand upon this bridge.
tomorrow's journey awaits.
How may I serve?
Let's also put these guys over there. And
Urging
these.
our armies.
And these. And these. And these.
Orders. How may I serve? Forming up together. Orders. How may I serve? Urging our armies.
These fellows will walk.
I am here only to.
Yeah.
I'm honored
So essentially,
to serve.
this lovely Batuban will stand
Was
upon this
that your
bridge
best
and bait the enemy. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Orders.
lovely.
We march. How may I serve? Orders.
And these guys will hide in the forest. Good, good, good. Margaret Ruby. Keep on building, keep on developing. I applaud you, Kerstant. Yeah, let's just focus on growth, and then after that, just build all the necessities, you see? It's gonna be good. For you and me, Core. Get the grand stables, but you didn't quite have the culture to pull it off. But okay, it'll come to you, it'll come. Does Gurum. More soldiers, please. Vildur. Keep doing what you're doing, Gorbadinch. Yeah, you're just building what you need to build. But Adon, let's also get a Dark Temple in there. And of course, with this lovely Dark Shrine, we will address a lot of fundamental flaws in the city planning of Mordor. Yes, we have some things to clear out with that Dark Lord fella. Doesn't seem to be all that big on sanitation, and this is reflected in the state of his citadels.
Noble one, at once.
Goodness grief! Well, the devastation here is so vast that the more we make, the less profitable Logarth becomes. But it does give a nice growth bonus, and I am willing to endure financial hardship in favor of growth. So, let's have a look at Strundos.
We march.
Yes, noble master.
So that's 4 plus this plus
Orders.
this.
We move.
We have an army. It'll set sail next turn.
How may I serve? Orders. As you will. How may I serve? Orders. Orders.
The cavalry will sit in this fort and just rest over there. This should give us the most economically efficient
How
model.
may I serve? We march. The sun sets on today's journey. We rest here until dawn.
Good. Good, good, good.
Noble one.
Orders. As you will.
I have nothing to say.
And
to you.
now, Burkaupis, if you would, rise up and meet.
This will be a
Oh, now he doesn't want it. That's interesting.
Let us settle
Apparently,
matters
it
on
was a bit of
real
a toss-up between staying to fight and choosing not to.
How may I serve?
At once. I
Well,
respect you, my enemy.
He can't run away forever. Let's take him on. And we shall close out this episode with the smashing of Skald.
We
So, welcome to the show. We have an enemy there. We will attack them from the front, from above and below. They won't know what hit them. Here they come. I hope they like pointy things, because they're gonna get a lot of them. Alright, missile cavalry. Would you do me a favour and take care of the privateers? Should be possible. Shoot be possible. For now, it seems that they're not making any moves on our melee cavalry. We've hidden them successfully. Our Balkoth spearmen should perhaps start moving in the general direction of the privateer cavalry. Yes, I would like that very much. They're shooting at our marines particularly. That's interesting. See if you can flank them, dear horse archers. They may be armoured, but even their armour can be worn down. Charge them, dear spearmen, charge! Oops! Yeah, you sort of blunted them. Okay, good. You took the worst of it. Now just keep it up, eh? Keep it up. I'll bring up even more spearmen. But they will have to deal with swordsmen, Gadrots, and you know, all that fun stuff. Let's keep our dear faction heir around. Cavalry, what would you say to the prospect of charging into some archers for me? Yes. I thought you'd like it.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay.
So far,
We are winning the
quarter of their
battle.
forces is demolished. And we shall endeavour to keep it that way. Actually not keep it that way. Keep the ratio that way. Alright. Archers, you can now stop what you're doing, and we will start doing a bit of charging onto the flanks of our foes, that they might feel the sting of pain from our pointy bits. Our raiders will suffer losses, but they are but the first, and then come the worst. Yes, good. Privateer cavalry. Good charge. Good little charge. Let's see if we can do that a second time. Marksman basically dead. Here comes the Hearth Guard, smashing them instead. Hit them in the groin and then hit them in the head. Yes, very good. Run down the swordsman, please. Infantry, just get you all stuck in with the enemy. Royal Guards must be smashed. Yes. It is all but a matter of time until they buckle under the pressure. Team 1, go straight in with your knives and do what must be done. Overwhelm them with numbers and we shall put shock and awe on the menu. I don't think they will like that particular dish.
They run like children. Scour them from the field.
Indeed. Goodbye, Skald. Where's the second guy? Where's the other guy? Oh, there you are.
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Wonderful.
Come, let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, initially lost 5% day 26, and we managed to keep our losses to 11%. Very, very good, says the bureaucrat of war. Goodbye. That'll teach you. Yeah, we just executed them, but you know, that's sort of dragon behavior.
Courage have triumphed,
And we'll see what
and honor to serve.
their colleagues east of our position will do about that particular predicament. Predicament.
How may I serve?
Predicamentation.
Was that your best shot?
Dear Aglir, what kind of a name is that? There's not even a dragon reference to be found. Huh.
How may I serve? Orders.
Yeah,
How
find
may I
these
serve?
guys.
Demand.
Most useful here in the north. We'll keep our relatively low-level armies up here. They're just keeping Dale busy. They're easy to replenish, easy to muster, even on the front lines. Easy to keep up. And so we will take the elite armies and we'll send them directly up the river to deal the death blow. To end them all. But we'll get to that bit next time. For now, I'm just happy to have had you along. Be good to yourself. Be even better to those you love. Watch all the other episodes if you haven't already.
Orders.
And I'll see you soon. Oh, and do subscribe. It really makes a difference. And it makes me smile every single time. So, yeah. Be happy. Stay happy. Be good to those you love. And I'll see you soon.